Welcome back, fellow Vault Hunters. Yesterday I did upload a video of me speed killing Grave Road with this shotgun that I have here that's called the Anarchy. So today I just want to talk about this weapon in a bit more detail and why I think this weapon is something you should definitely pick up in the Borderlands 3. And also how you can acquire this weapon. But keep in mind you would require the second DLC of the Borderlands 3 in order to acquire this weapon, alright? So let's just have a look at this weapon real quick and go over its stats once. So this weapon is actually, the name of this weapon, the Anarchy, is a reference to a skill that Gage had in Borderlands 2. So the variant that I have does 544 damage into 18 pellets, so it shoots 18 pellets at a time. I did have a version that shot 9 pellets, one with 12 pellets, one with 15 pellets, and I have seen people having variants with a 20 pellet one as well. I haven't been successful in getting a 20 pellet variant, but this variant that I have is the only one that has that I've seen with a plus 32% weapon damage modifier as well. Most of them don't have that. You do get ones with anointments with 1% increase with each consecutive hit. That is something that I would like to get. At some point I would be farming for that as well. But either ways, let's carry on with this. So apart from the high base damage and the damage modifier, you do have a stat at the very bottom that reads, every automatic reload or kill grants 30% damage and reduces accuracy, stacks 10 times. So basically, every time you do not reload this gun, and an automatic reload takes place when the clip gets over, or you kill an enemy, your damage would keep increasing by 30% each time and stack 10 times. So that's an insane increase in damage apart from your damage modifier and your insanely high base damage. But do note that you do take reduced accuracy, so if you do have any skills in a skill tree that would probably help you increase accuracy, then that would be really helpful. Now, with respect to picking up this gun, if you do have the second DLC, you would have to travel to the area of the DLC and then travel to this area called Heart's Desire. And in the second checkpoint of Heart's Desire, you just have to teleport right there and you'll appear right here. Also, if you notice, you can see a bit of flickering around the gun. That means the stacks have started. That's an indication of that. So basically this gun is mainly a world drop in the second DLC, so any named enemy or challenge enemy that you face has a high chance of dropping this gun. But I have had the most luck with this, but please note the chance of getting this gun actually is a lot higher on mayhem mode, because if it's just normal mode you're running without any mayhem, I did run about 20 runs and didn't get it to drop you even once. However, when I did run mayhem mode, every probably 2 to 3 runs I would get an Anarchy. But if not that frequently, it would definitely be every say if not every 2 to 3 runs, probably if I did 10 runs, I would have got probably 4 Anarchies, 3 to 4, roughly. Alright, so these two guys are called Tom and Zam. They do have a chance of dropping this. They do have a chance of dropping multiple other weapons. He drops this one as well multiple times. Which is the other legendary that we got? Okay, see, we got 2 of the same guns. Alright, so both of them do have a chance of dropping the gun. And this gun does drop very frequently as well. Alright, so we didn't seem to get it this time. So what we'll do is, let's go a little bit over here so that now when we quit and come back, we would respawn here and wouldn't have to like jump down all the way. So if you guys have this on PC, you could probably avoid all these loading times that we have in here, but since I'm running this on the PlayStation 4, it does take up quite a bit of time in the loading screen while you're farming. But with Mayhem 2 activated, you do get this gun fairly easily. Just run it a couple of times, and I'm sure you are bound to get this gun at some point when you just play through the campaign. You would probably have a high chance of getting this gun at some point as a world drop from one of the named enemies. Because I actually did get this gun like that before I even knew about it. Then once I did find it, I did try sources to farm this particular gun, and that's how I did come across this particular farm. And you've got say 10 stacks up and you have quite a good portion of the level left, then you're basically mowing down enemies, and this gun would ricochet like crazy if you have the right build with like say Amara. Gotta drop a bunch of guns in there. Did we get what we're looking for? Nope. This is a pretty decent elemental shotgun if you're looking for one. We got two of those. This seems to be a nice variant. Oh, but it has minus 40% damage. It's not something I'm looking for. I have a pretty powerful version of that either ways. Oh, we got it. Alright. So we got a nice variant here. Oh, this is a very nice variant in fact. I think I'm gonna equip this from now on. So this is a corrosive variant that has 415 damage into 18 pellets. The fire rate is higher than the one I have equipped. And the damage is a little lesser, but that wouldn't matter because you're shooting 18 pellets at a time, and your 30% stacks damage increase with those stacks is going to be insane. And after using face cast, weapon damage is increased by 250% for a short time. Wow, that is brilliant. Let's just equip this real quick. Alright, let's quickly have a check and test out this new variant. So as you guys see, this guy does drop this particular gun. I got it on the second try in Mayhem mode, so you know that it's a fairly easy farm to go by, and it's something that's very doable, and I really think you guys should pick this gun up because quite frankly it's too overpowered at this point, and I feel like I know a nerf is going to be coming soon because I hope it doesn't, because this gun is insanely fun to use, and right now I am sort of trying to get a build made around this gun, which mainly involves this one skill right here that has plus 30% chance to ricochet, and you need minus 50% damage to the ricochet target, but you can just shoot the walls, shoot the ground, shoot anything and it would ricochet. You shoot one enemy, it would ricochet onto everyone around him, and deal insane amounts of damage. So even though it's just 50%, if you have 10 stacks up with the Anarchy, you're doing like an insane amount of damage. So even 50% will take out most people, most enemies at this point. So the moment I do perfect this build, I would probably start a run and have a video series up as well for my true Vault Hunter mod run. So you guys could look forward to that as well, I guess. So that's it, guys, from me. This is how you would acquire this gun. If you have any other questions about this gun, or as to a build related to this gun, or if you have any other requests that you would have from me, any particular videos that you're looking for, please do put it down in the comment section below. And I definitely would want to make the kind of videos that you guys are expecting from the Borderlands 3 content that I do put across to you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time in the